State and Seattle Children's Hospital disagree about what may have caused the death of a newborn baby.
A 4-month-long investigation by the Department of Health suggests children's procedures might have contributed to the death. KING5's Alan Schaffler joins us here with more details. Alan.
Yeah, interesting release from the state and response from children. This is about a baby girl named Avery Plaster who died last September 17th, just hours after her birth, while she was being prepared for transport to Children's. Now, Children's and the state are at odds over how she died and what it says about the hospital's procedures. According to the state, on the day Avery Plaster died, a nurse on the transport team gave the child medicine without a doctor's specific orders to do so, and that may have contributed to her death. The report also found other instances of medicines being administered without proper authority. Here's part of the statement Children's released today. We strongly disagree with the Washington State Department of Health's characterization of this patient's cause of death. The King County Medical Examiner has determined that this patient died of natural causes. The hospital has been under state scrutiny since a number of cases came to light last fall in which patients may have been mishandled. It led to facility-wide learning days and internal reviews of systems and personnel. In this case, Children's response continues, we are confident that our transport guidelines, procedures, and supervisory structure did not contribute to the death of this patient. But even with that confidence that they weren't at fault, Children's says they've already changed their procedures for transporting patients. The DOH report identified areas to address in our transport program, and we responded to the DOH with a thorough action plan and timeline to address these findings. The hospital has refused repeated requests for an interview on this issue.
Children's response does not surprise me at all.
Attorney Chris Davis, who has handled several cases involving Children's, has reviewed the state's conclusions and the hospital's response.
They go to great efforts to circle the wagons and, if necessary, minimize any mistakes that they or their staff have done. I think for fear of exposure to a lawsuit or a number of lawsuits.
In Children's brief statement about all this, they note that they've safely transported more than 3,000 infants over the last 10 years and that they're committed to complying with the health department standards. Right now, the state is reviewing Children's plans for changing their transport procedures. Now, the only real enforcement tool that the DOH has is to move against a hospital's license, and in this case, that is extremely unlikely. It's just not going to happen. A DOH spokesperson tells us that Children's, throughout this whole process, has been open and responsive, helping any way they can. So do not expect to see any movement against the license of Children's Hospital.
Alan, thank you.